Yo, what's up guys? My name is Holly and welcome back to Chronicle. This is the home where some of my favourite people and I will get together, tell some awesome stories and hopefully take you guys along for the ride with us. Today we're going to be returning to playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. So if you don't know what that is by now, not to worry, we're the perfect place for you to get to know right here at Chronicle. We're going to be returning to my homebrew world of Cthulhu, which we've been in for quite a few sessions at this point. So if you'd like to catch up on those, please do check out the links down below to our YouTube. I'm going to say some more on that later, but I've been told the intros are a bit too long, so we're going to jump into it, unless anybody else has anything they want to say. No,
we're all good.
Alright, so because this is the same day still as last time, we're going to go back to doing less of the actual story intros. We're going to do some of the informative intros again. And then maybe, the title of this episode is pretty optimistic, but maybe if we get on the road again.
Hey, you gotta appreciate optimism.
Yep, I have optimism.
It's normally misplaced, but I'm glad that you think highly of us in that regard.
Yeah. I remember when I called it the episode Gosa, and then we didn't get there
until two sessions later.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go. On the northern coast of eastern Wyladia, the quaint seaside town of Canaan is nestled at the base of the Billowcrest Bluffs. I saw the... A part of the Eremon Vale, Canaan is home to a large number of artisans within the Prussian Empire. This small town has made use of positive relationships and trade with larger towns nearby to forge a name for itself within the empire for its fine, intricate metalwork, bone carvings and artisanal jewellery. Although it may produce little agricultural output itself, through trade with the nearby town of Tuttles, Canaan is also able to produce a significant number of agricultural luxury goods, such as fine jams and cheeses. By sourcing its ore deposits from the core of the Billowcrest Bluffs, Canaan maintains a close relationship with the mountain town of Gold Garden Host. As a result of their location close to these deposits and their ability to process and refine large amounts of ore, Gold Garden Host has become a far easier and more efficient alternative to Canaan citizens attempting to mine or refine their own ore sources. In this way, Canaan relies heavily upon the trade and relationship that it maintains with this town, as its people are predominantly artisans, not miners. In particular, the people of Canaan have become very well known for the variety and quality of their jewellery, with many people travelling specifically to the town to commission important items of jewellery, such as rings or chains with enchantments applied to them. Similarly, the close relations with Tuttles and Port Vitor provide the people of Canaan with agricultural and luxury goods, such as seafood, whalebone, and pearls, amongst others, respectively. These two townships also ensure that these artisans are able to sell their goods and create profit outside of their own spheres of influence and creation. As Port Vitor has a thriving sea trade, the markets within these areas often prove to be immensely useful in not only providing profit through travellers to the area, but also in distributing the goods produced by these artisans by way of trade vessels. As majority of the population of this town are considered artisans, the town itself is a colourful and alive area with activity from various workshops, forges and shop fronts. There are many different styles and types of goods produced within this region. However, over time, certain artisans have developed a style that is unique to Canaan itself, known as Canaanite. As with much of the Prussian Empire, Canaan is controlled by wealthy and affluent families that have ushered in ages of prosperity to these regions, known as the Ties of Five. Despite the presence of a Rosita son appointed within the city of Canaan to act as a mouthpiece for the crown, and representative for its citizens when convening meetings with other Rosita sons. The true power of the town lies in the hands of 5 separate families. Each of these families became notable for a particular artisanal good, as well as religion of the town, and possess strong ties with other citizens that work within the same areas and specialization of goods. It is often the case that many of the citizens of Canaan and the Eremon Vale feel as if they owe a debt to these families for bringing notoriety and prosperity to their town, thus making the Rosita Sun more of an empire puppet that is able to be exploited by these minor nobles for their own purposes. The Ties of Five, however, are frequently in competition with each other for resources, trade avenues, relationships, and power within the region. Many of the relationships between these families have become damaged to the point of no repair amidst the cutthroat environment of mercantile artisanal trade within Canaan. But our story for the evening begins in the recently besieged town of Gosa, under a sunny sky with a group of colourful, though weary from their travels still, adventuring party, who are currently investigating the recent, let's say, outbreak of infernal creatures that appears to have begun in the Temple of Keel. You guys stand clustered around the base of an intimidating statue in both its size and its form, carved from what appears to be a light stone, not necessarily marble, but it has a similar veined effect to it. The statue itself is currently relatively undamaged and untouched, though it does have a layer of soot and ash that's covering its front, which you guys removed to, I suppose, view the palm of the hand. You guys have since investigated the statue a little bit. You've gotten a bit more information from Kimberly about maybe some potential leads, but the named, what would you guys like to do? Kimberly and Rog are currently walking away from you all.
Okay. Are they angry at us?
Were we like mucking around?
I think Kimberly was trying to help, but
we were just fucking around.
Maybe a little bit.
I think I was going up to find someone to meditate.
did we ever end up finding out what was on the hand?
No rest until Mayar's gate is open.
Is that what's written up there?
Malayo's gate.
I wrote that down. I just
Yeah,
said it.
Malayo's gate, yeah.
I'm confusing other things. Yes.
Mhm.
So has that? I'm assuming that information's been spread around to the entire party then.
Yes, I would have said something when I fell down.
I don't know what Mayar's gate is, but I think we should close it.
Not Mayar's gate. That's what I was thinking. It's Malayor's gate. Malayor's gate. Not the.
Sorry.
Isn't that your code?
Can I retroactively correct myself?
Yeah, sure.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So they want hell open. That's great. That's not good.
This was the statue that had the bit of purple fabric on it, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Which we removed.
Can I have a look around and see if there's any other signs that the dude that was taunting Nadra and Ira was there?
Sure, roll an investigation check for me.
I don't know which dice to use.
The 20-sided one.
No.
So funny.
I just waited. No, don't you? No.
Yeah.
Investigation.
Nice little snap.
No. 14.
14. Are you looking for just any sign that an individual is there?
There were. They're all dead now.
Where are we? Not this one.
Ash, you found something.
No.
Good job.
Asking the right questions.
There's not a whole lot to go off here. The main things that you guys have found are the disc itself, including its relation to kobolds, perhaps, like to draconic at least. You also found the scratchings on the palm, which looked like they were carved into it after the fact. What you saw of this figure that has become known as the Wanderer to your current adventuring party friends, it doesn't appear that he leaves a lot behind. You didn't notice any footprints when he disappeared, You also didn't notice any like visible fabric on him. So I would say the only thing that you do notice this time is that there appears to be, just at the base of the statue, facing towards where you think the door was, where you guys entered into this ruined temple, you can see 2 footprints. So it looks like somebody was standing there. And interestingly enough, the blast itself appears to have ignored this section. So there doesn't appear to be any... It doesn't look like it emanated from this space. It definitely looks like it was up above, at least, from what you gathered of looking at the actual palm. But it looks like the soot that has covered like maybe an inch or 2 of the bottom of this temple floor isn't present where those 2 footprints are.
And the footprints are facing towards the statue? Or towards
Away from the statue. So standing with the back to the statue, you can see.
Should we follow the footsteps?
Well, it's only just the 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should we
so
go
with
in
a
the
14,
direction
you don't
the
see any
footsteps are
other.
facing?
You don't see any.
On that note, there were descriptions of like bull creatures and stuff like that. Are there any tracks that were possibly left behind by them? Do they leave the town? Do they?
Roll an investigation check for me.
Back.
They're in the bushes.
They're right back.
They're hiding.
The statues
Help
all
us.
bull creatures.
It's a transformer. 16.
It's actually a Zord, bro.
Power Rangers?
I love Power Rangers. Everybody knows this. I'm a Power Rangers fan.
Great.
Yo, Green Rangers. Interesting. It's 17, you said?
16.
16. With a 16, you actually don't see any tracks.
Yeah.
Any bull creatures.
Anything other than humanoids?
I will say you don't see any tracks, but you do see in one of the wood panels that is kind of still just barely standing, has been charred completely and is blackened by all of this fire that you assume has raged in the temple. You do see that there are 2 puncture marks that are relatively circular, that appear to have embedded in the side of this wood paneling and seem to go all the way through, and they're evenly spaced apart.
Okay.
So are we sticking around to see if the bulls come back?
Well,
Doubt that they would.
yeah, I think they've kind of already done their damage. Is there anyone walking around, or is everybody specifically avoiding this ruined
Everyone's
site?
dead, bro.
Like anybody that's like us alive and
There-
not recovering in the medical way.
There are a few people that are kind of cleaning up the space, like sweeping away any debris or any like maybe some of the soot away from their buildings that are still kind of barely standing in the area. For the most part, the only people that you see who are kind of around the space are Rog and Kimberly, who actually have stopped outside of the temple, and they appear to be talking in hushed tones to one another.
Do you reckon maybe someone saw where the creatures went after everything happened? If they went out the front gate, or if they just went back?
Well, do we know
Back
where
to Malayar?
Malayar's gate is?
Well, I'm assuming the thing that A9's got is what opened a gate portal thing.
And Abelard actually has it. A9's got
Yes.
one, Abelard's got the
Oh,
other.
yeah, that's right.
Mm.
And Abelard's walked off.
Where's
Yeah.
Abelard going?
Abelard's gonna go meditate.
Sure. Anybody else want to do anything?
Nah, I think the trail's calls.
Nadia, what temple did you want to go to?
The one for Ecleos that Kimberly's gonna take us to in like a day now. So
Why?
I'm just,
What's your little lizard brain cooking up?
well, I don't know. Isn't Chiva also a god and also doesn't like Malayar? Aren't they? Doesn't that mean that they could be connected?
what?
the
Did you
temple
smoke?
that the temple that you want to go to,
Uh-huh.
and the person who opened this portal,
Uh-huh.
who is trying to get in your head,
What? Yes.
Wasn't he tormenting you? Or
Yeah,
something?
okay, sorry, I take the getting in my head a bit literally.
Oh,
That's actually Taylor's head.
Yeah, Krieger.
Yeah.
Backpedal.
No,
Forgot about
like
it's
if
the back.
if he knows so much, wouldn't he have already gone there?
Probably.
So why don't we just go there too?
To the Temple of Ecclesias?
Yeah.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Like right now?
So-
Till that we're going tomorrow.
But what if we went now instead?
We don't know the
You know,
way.
Because we agreed on tomorrow.
But then what if he leaves? What if he's not there when we get there?
We're not there.
Then we're not
here.
gonna die when we get there.
I'm pretty sure I've told everyone that you guys
What
are
if,
currently in London.
what if,
so-
what if we get there and he set up so many traps that we can't actually do what we came there for?
Make sure that we look for the traps.
We do know, Abelard did tell us from his ring that he is actually in Lundosa. Well, he was last there.
He was near London. So.
Is that the Wanderer, the real Wanderer, or
That's
the not real Wanderer?
The Wanderer.
Who knows?
That's what I mean. You said
I
said
can
Wanderer,
neither
didn't
confirm nor deny.
you? When you looked in that,
I've said the Wanderer every time there.
yes,
And every single time it's either been that or it's been super close to us. So either the real Wanderer is currently very near our position or was very near our position earlier.
Yeah, I can
what
neither
name did we
confirm
come
nor
up
deny.
with as a placeholder for the Wanderer?
Oh,
Gaunty.
Gaunty. Yes, sorry.
I
Gaunty?
swear we need to call him Gaunty because I'm gonna lose him.
Gaunty, sure.
Ruining your BBEG by just giving him.
you don't know.
So-
you don't know that's the big bad.
So how are we supposed to know
Yeah.
if our good old friend Gonti is not the one that is actually in Lendosa?
I think you just give
The
him.
way it sounded like Gandhi.
Gaunty.
Gaunty Gandhi? Oh no.
Say it again as Dilbert.
Gonti.
Yeah, that really took me by surprise for a second. Yep.
That was really bad for
Oh wait, you've left, haven't you?
Yeah.
That was not yeah. That was fucked up.
Well, as you guys are discussing, Abelard, before you... So I'm assuming you're moving out of the temple?
Yeah.
Genuinely. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud now.
Before you leave the temple, Kimberly turns to you, raises her eyebrows. Going so soon?
I just wanted to meditate and confer with Luran quickly about.
Right, about the situation here. I wanted to ask you something, if that's okay. And she kind of holds a hand up to Rog and then pulls you aside to like a corner section of the...
Mother is taking me to the corner.
The naughty corner.
reactions.
to a corner of this courtyard that's set up around the temple. From what I understand, and I believe you've confirmed it for me, you are not of this plane, correct?
That's correct.
You're from Laruthia.
Yes.
I am unsure what any of your companions have told you about my particular interests, but I have a vested interest in planes and how they work. Do you consider yourself of this plane now that you've been here? I'm assuming for a while.
I mean, to be fair, I've only been here like 2 months. I don't think I'll ever truly be from this plane.
Would
think-
you like to go back?
One day I would like to return home. I mean, I have a friend there. It's nice. I have job and I've got an apartment. But I like this plane. It's interesting. There's a lot more here. It's fun seeing other cities and there's other gods here, which has been quite fascinating.
It is interesting, isn't it?
It is very different feel.
Well, do you have the capability to get back yourself?
Not currently. I am currently looking into other ways of doing it. I've been conferring with people from home. In theory, apparently, I can reconfigure one of the Zushtar tubes to take me to Rothia, but I'm just concerned about, opening a portal to hell somewhere. So I might be a little bit hesitant about trying it right now.
Yes, I imagine that would be a concern. I think I might know a way to get you back without opening a Malayo portal. I don't have the capability to do it myself yet, but I will. And possibly soon.
It's very good news, actually. I was kind of hoping to get some of the Zushtar chips back to Rothia. I don't know how much you know of my plane, but we have a certain level of expertise with closing planar gateways, so I think it might be quite helpful for the current situation we find ourselves in.
Most likely, yes. I think for me, I know a bit about every plane, but I know a lot about one in particular. My deity, my god, is of the ethereal plane. I happen to spend most of my time there, at least in terms of communication. It's not tricky for me to step over that plane, but I'm finding it harder to step to others. So my understanding of several of my studies at the moment has been positive, and if you are looking to return to your plane anytime soon, I think I might have a way to get you there. I don't think anyone should be trapped in a plane that they don't wish to be in.
I'm grateful for that. I think for now, I think currently this plane needs me, at least. Here, at least Ron seems to infer so. I think that despite the circumstances of being here, I think it seems to be the universe's will in a way that I am here, and at least whilst I'm here, I should try and see the things that are here before heading home, at least.
Well, there's much to see.
I know that.
I would, I don't know you very well, but I think you'd quite like Moran. It's a rather interesting place. So while you're here, or, you may go back, obviously, to your plane, but if you were to return, I think you would find it peaceful. It's different to here.
This place so far has been quite chaotic. Maybe it is the company I keep, but...
It does tend to seem a little bit chaotic. Are they always like that?
Pretty much.
Right.
Sometimes, at least they're capable in situations.
Well, you haven't got yourselves killed yet, I assume.
No, we've come close a couple times, but...
No.
I'm trying to give Dilbert like a noogie, as he says, capable, like.
Right.
He's
Well,
away from the party.
I don't have any
I'm at
hair.
like a door. That's
It's just scales.
it's like flaking.
Grating your knuckles on my head.
Making them sharper.
Right. Well, I had the ability to speak with Nadria. They seem not insane in the way that the small ones are.
Still someone.
Small is an offensive term, actually.
We
We're not
can't
here.
hear what they're
I
saying.
know.
I mean,
But if Dubik could hear, that's what he would say.
Nadia at least seems quite put together. I mean, like, despite, you know...
I don't know about that.
yeah, so Abelard's perspective,
Mm.
I was a little bit concerned when I first heard, like, who they made a deal with, but I mean, Shiva seems willing to change, at least from the small amount of conversation I've had with him.
Oh, you've spoken to Chivoth as well?
Yes, it was weird. I was trying to get to talk to Luran about stuff, and then he kind of intercepted it. And yeah, it was an interesting conversation. He seemed willing to change, and Luran seems willing to give him a chance.
Well, in some situations, action is more preferable to words, I suppose.
I mean, he's been working at least from where he can.
Interesting. I wouldn't have... Well, I suppose I might have picked it out of all of the nameless few, but...
I mean, I've followed him, but he seems like, I guess, the best of them.
Well, best of a bad bunch, perhaps.
I have seen, not to see the pocket dimension, the run showed me it is...
Well,
no.
your gods are far more active than mine, it seems.
Look, on a list of things I wish I could probably unsee is that pocket dimension.
I'd imagine so.
Yeah.
I think the main focus should be to stop at all costs the breaking of any chains of Ontasia.
Yeah, certainly. But currently they seem to be very linked to Evolve, which probably also isn't good.
No, I'd say that's probably quite bad, actually.
Yes, I am hoping to prevent the breaking of chains on any of them except Eva, really.
And the end goal for you is not to get back to your plane, but to feel as if your job is done here?
Yes, something of the sort. If my job takes me back to my plane, I'm more than happy to return, and if it keeps me here, so be it.
Interesting. Well, I wanted to offer my assistance if you were to need them in returning to your plane. Like I said, I can't do it yet, but where there's a will, there's a way. And I also would be remiss if I didn't thank you for your help. It seems as if there was a bit of a void at this town in terms of healing, and then when it was besieged, I was sent here for reasons that I'm beginning to think were not just to heal. And I wanted to thank you for helping me to at least save some of the people that I could.
Of course, it is my duty to help others. I have been assigned this purpose, I suppose.
Purpose, an interesting word.
I mean, we all have one, I think. Something created us and gave us a duty of some sort. There is a role of everyone in this world.
It's an optimistic thought. I'm not entirely sure I share it, at least as far as I myself am concerned, but perhaps another discussion for another day.
One thing I noticed about this plane is out in Lorothia we are, I suppose, given our purpose by society, but here it seems to be more up to one's own choice.
Here I suppose you must find it.
This is different. I am much more used to the order of Lorothia than here, but...
Yes, well, the war certainly isn't helping, is it?
I suppose war never helps, but who am I to speak? My plane is constantly locked in combat, so...
So I've read. I think this seems like a far more manufactured war. The two sides here have been at war for a very long time, but there was something calculated about the way this proliferated. I, of course, have my own opinions, but, you know.
There certainly feels like there is an energy of there are many moving parts, and we are aware of but a few. I fear it is all linked in some way.
I'm sure it is. From what I understand, the siege on Lendosa, well, I was present at the time, and from what I understand, there was something belonging to one side that was taken by another. They want it back, and that's how this whole thing started, but it seems to me that I have far more depressing conversations these days than I intend to, so I think for now I will leave you with those thoughts. I did want to thank you, obviously.
Of course, no problem.
Bless you.
Bless you. Thank you. I'm just doing Kimberly's voice.
Thank you for your offer. It's just very appreciated.
Of course. Let me know if there's anything else that I might be able to assist you with.
I think just helping us to the Temple of Equios. We heavily understand getting here multiple occasions from just nature, so another capable voice is certainly appreciated.
It seems as if your travelling companions don't have the best track record with snow, then?
Well, we seem to have picked a really bad time to come across, considering we got hit by like 4 blizzards along the way, so...
The weather is always temperamental in this section of the Dawn Vale. It's much more pleasant in the side on the Kingdom of Acheron, I find. Perhaps that's... well, depends on how much meaning you think there is in small things. I tend to think that small things are rather important.
It's always the minor details that win the fight.
Well, I will let you be off to speak with your deity, if that is what you choose to do. I will be discussing things with next of kin, if I can. Many of the souls have already been ferried across. The few that remain are often a little bit more volatile. They require more persuasion.
Unfortunately, it's not within my field of expertise.
No, I imagine
at
it's
some point.
I imagine it's not in most people's field of expertise, and
It's an
well,
important field, though.
depends on who you ask.
It certainly does. I think at least it's an important role.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Very well. And Kimberly kind of turns to look at the rough housing between Kruger and
Just kind of like
Gilbert.
from the hard scaly head. And then I go to like gunk, and then it just hurts more.
Good luck with your babysitting duties.
I wish I had like steel skin or something.
Thank you. I'm going to need it. I'm honestly
suppose
impressed
so.
nothing's been set on fire yet.
Well, I think perhaps they're more capable than they look.
Sometimes I feel that way, and sometimes I do not.
Well, I look forward to our journey in the coming days.
How long is it? A couple of days? I think I might need to purchase some more rations.
Depends on which way you take it. It should only be 2 days maximum if we take the long way. The shorter way is a bit more fraught with danger at the moment. There's recently been a lot of activity from tunnelers.
When you say tunnelers, do you mean like Remoraz?
Yes, exactly.
Well,
I was like, I mean,
Well, look,
we
I
did
kinda
have
need
to
do
get
that.
a fang. Apparently, it will get us. I believe if we got the fang, we might get access to a teleportation circle that will teleport us to Lumiosa. But
Which is a good thing.
I don't know enough about these creatures to really say that's a good idea or not.
Well, getting the fang would be interesting. I didn't realise I was signing up for that. But, you know, what have I got to lose, I suppose?
I mean, it's really up to you. You're the one leading us. If you think I'm not super attached to, you know, playing politics and Realm Alone, or no, so yeah.
Well, some of us unfortunately have quite the experience with political spheres. It's better to be on everyone's good side than someone's bad side. Let's say that.
I think you may be right. It certainly is easier living in a society ruled by a god.
I can imagine. Rumorals, you say?
I guess
I would have expected to take the long way around, but oh well. The shorter way shall take us a day. I have no concerns about getting myself killed, but I suppose perhaps you should have concerns about the rest of your party.
I mean, as long as I get to them soon enough, they should be fine.
Well, I'll
Dad's making
prepare
the
myself
decisions
accordingly.
for us.
Well, I mean, it's really up to you, and I suppose up to them as well. They may want to not be involved at all. Once again.
Well, I think I've had quite a bit of excitement in the last few years, and well, what's a little bit more of a brush with death? I find myself these days rather hard to kill.
She's so. She's so.
She goes hard.
She's dead.
Dead. She's dead.
Roll an insight check for me.
Is she
Or a
dead?
perception check. Actually, you know what? Roll a medicine check for me.
Medicine check. I love a good medicine
Roll a
check.
medicine check.
That's a 26.
You can't visibly see any signs that she's dead. You watch her breathing closely for a minute, thinking that perhaps she might have something more to... Maybe... She might mean something more than what she said, that she's hard to kill. Her breathing seems regular, if a bit slower than the average.
Is she... Sorry. Is she, like, split between two realms? Is that, like, a thing that happens?
Perhaps.
Soul in one place, body in another.
Maybe. She seems corporeal. She seems like she's actually there in front of you.
Yo, that's so corporeal, bro.
Aside from her breathing being a little bit slow, she seems incredibly tired. But you gather that's more because of how much she's had to work since she's been here. What else? You rolled a 26?
I see all. I am the doctor.
You notice she has bandaging under one of her gauntlets on her arm.
Is that what Nadria saw as well?
She showed the group. Yeah, you've also seen it, I think. I think you were there when you guys.
It was just everyone that wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think you were there.
I'm Kruger,
but-
because Kruger went
I
inside.
stepped outside because I was embarrassed.
Yeah, right. She has a darker complexion, so she doesn't seem necessarily pale. Like, she doesn't seem super like grey, as in there's still colour to her cheeks, but it seems like she is withstanding the cold very well. Let's say that.
Did your god also threaten the fact that the god of death if you were killed?
What was that?
I just asked Kimberly, did your god also threaten to fight the god of death if you were killed?
The god of death if I was killed?
Yeah, I mean, Duron said something like that. Apparently, he would have a few words.
No, like I said, my relationship with my god is far more... It's, let's say I'm kept at an arm's length. I have very little communication with my god other than serving as I do. I, in fact, was only recently converted to being a member of her, let's say,
Congregation?
subjects, perhaps.
I mean, that works. And Apple kind of almost looking down and be like, I didn't realize you were in the battle. So I look at like the bandage on her arm.
I'm in many battles, but this is a symptom of a rather foolish incident a little while ago.
Would you like me to have a look at it? I don't know if I can help or not, but I am pretty capable, I'd like to think.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, that's not a good one.
It's okay. We're rolling that one. It's fine.
Which d20 am I picking? No, you.
This one.
Yeah, that one. 11.
Damn it, Mark.
I mean, 10's better than what I normally roll.
That's true. Good job, Mark.
Perhaps another time. I think this is something far more complicated than simple healing spells. It's been persistent for some time.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It is as it is. She seems to have not necessarily closed herself off completely, but she seems less inclined to share now. She tilts her head again. Well, if you have any more questions about anything, perhaps any of the planes or the Chrysathos, if you plan to investigate that further, I believe I might have some answers for you, depending, of course, on what you ask.
I will certainly be in contact with you soon about that then.
Oh.
I have many questions about a lot of these things at this point.
Yes, I find my hubris is curiosity. I like to know as much as possible.
I do love reading. Yes, the libraries of Dorothea.
If you're ever in the need for reading, let me know. She steps back and kind of inclines her hand towards you in her head. Very well. Best of luck, and I suppose I will see you. It's been 2 days, hasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We'll see you at dawn,
Yes.
unless, of
Thanks.
course, you travel later.
I think we are. I mean, it's hard to
Dawn.
tell. I don't know. I can be up at dawn.
I think dawn.
Well, I find myself always up at dawn these days, so whenever you're ready to leave, suppose I will be as well. Best of luck with your meditation. I hope it is profitable.
I hope so too.
She steps back and then gestures to Rog again with a she's very even keel, and it's quite rare that she seems pleasant enough, but it's very rare that she smiles, but you can see an uptick in the corner of her mouth at Rog, and they head off together. Then you are free to go and meditate as you wish. But the rest of the party, what are you guys doing?
So, if you can turn yourself into a wolf, can you turn like just your nose into the wolf? Because then you could smell stuff better. because that would be
That
an
can't
advantage.
No,
That's
Yeah,
the
okay.
stupidest thing I have ever heard.
Have you
Cougar.
seen that? They turned into a wolf. Surely you could turn like other body parts into just that.
One or the other.
Later
No,
on,
in
you
between.
can do that. But
I
that's,
know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know. Can you have like a giraffe neck with a crocodile head and hippo feet?
I swear, if he could ever do that, I would sprout wings and start flying.
Foreshadowing.
Oh, is he there with
Crazy story devices.
Bruh.
No, I
I'm
can't do
tired.
that, but that would be cool.
What have we been doing? We've been like jumping around on a statue all day.
That's what you've been doing.
That's what you've been trying to do.
Yeah, but someone stopped me. I just wanted to
It's
play.
like maybe 1, I'd say, at this point.
PM?
Bedtime. It's my bedtime, guys.
Just take an Arvo nap.
Yeah, right.
No.
Yes.
No, do we need to go get? I suppose it's a 1-day trip. We don't really need more rations, do we?
I'll go and get some rations. I'll go getting
We'll
lunch.
get some Unix. The place we stayed, Romans, they can give us rations.
Yes.
Oh, nice. There you go. So we don't even need to go buy them.
How many rations do you have, Mark?
I have a lot.
I've got more than enough.
Let me give you a number.
7. Ration check.
I
I've
think I
got
have 7 too.
Ration check.
17.
I've got 17.
17? Yo.
Damn,
I feel like I
Mark's going-
might have forgotten
Mark's
to use
hungry.
some.
Take off.
More.
Actually, yeah, because I'm pretty sure at one point my highest had 21. I think that was before leaving the last.
Before leaving Run Along.
That's
Oh
it.
yeah, I was out of rations. That's right. Oh no, I got 3.
How long you were on the road for?
I got 5.
We've been on the road for... The track from Run Along
I mean, I've got
to
15
Gosa
rations.
was what? 10 days?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be 10 days. I'd say you
Because
guys probably took 12.
To be fair,
Oh, okay, so I've got to
you-
take off
12.
11.
to be
Okay,
to be fair, Mark and Ash hadn't been around.
Yeah, no.
For, like they still have their starting rations from when they made their character.
Yeah,
So
well, rations last.
yeah, like Ash has like 13 rations left. Still, so
15.
15 rations left still. But
Not
that's
sharing
because
with
you start with 10, don't you? In your adventuring pack, 5.
5 or 10.
I bought some.
And then we bought extra before we left.
Can you control
Yeah.
Z?
Yo, I forgot I got the flesh render.
The render of flesh.
Oh yeah, that battle axe.
Oh, that's right. I need to prepare a curse so like in case you get cursed, I can take it away.
So, I mean, is there stuff that has anyone got anything planned for this day?
Yeah,
Pray?
prayer. You guys do have some stuff that you could investigate
Do we?
further.
What's
You
the?
can investigate the Zushtar tube, you can investigate the
Oh,
fabric, you can
Avalon's got-
investigate
Avalon's got
the
it.
leads maybe that you guys have been thrown about kobolds.
Oh,
perhaps.
yeah.
That's not
But,
close though, is it?
Oh, you
No,
can
you-
also ask about the bull creatures. Anybody that
The
you
what?
see. The bull creatures?
Oh, sure. The kobolds, that'd be a trip in a different direction, I'm assuming.
We got
You don't know.
we got pointed to a general direction of where
Yeah.
we could be, not precise.
Not distance either.
And it was like somewhere to the west of us.
Which is not the way
No,
we
it's
wanna
not
go.
the way we're going. It's
Yeah, so
It could be worthwhile
kobolds.
questioning maybe a survivor of the attack. Potentially someone who was like in the midst of it all. And I don't know. Well, you said
Yeah.
maybe we could get.
go to the like the
The
mess
med bay.
hall where it's been turned into a
Yeah,
med
we'll
bay
just-
and just take
Does anyone have the
people that-
megaphone spell?
the
Yeah.
I've got
thaumaturgy.
You
Yeah,
there,
thaumaturgy.
permanently injured.
No,
Can we just
no,
go
no,
into
that's
the
about
can we go
controller.
into the thing and just announce? Does anyone know about the bull creatures? Anyone have stories to tell about a bull creature? Someone walks up and they've just got 2 massive holes in their stomach.
Holly,
You there, crippled boy, tell us about the bull creature.
Holly will just be rolling wisdom saves to see if they got traumatized from you yelling.
PTSD.
Hey.
Why is that
No,
PTSD?
because it happened to them like 2 or 3 days ago. They'd be triggered. It's just like reliving horrible memories.
Well, we can go try and ask a traumatized individual about what attacked them. That'd be fun.
Sure, if that's what you guys would like to do. You...
I'm
Is that-
going to party.
Does anyone
We're
else-
gonna go
No, no,
Does anyone else have
trouble.
anything they'd like to do
Yes.
other than that?
Yes. But
Yes.
mine's a private thing as well. So
Mm.
do that first.
Sure.
I don't.
Well,
Well,
I'd like to talk to people.
do a
that-
bit. I
People,
feel like we heard
people that
plenty,
are comfortable talking about it. Not
I
people
feel
like.
like we heard plenty about the kobolds. I'm pretty.
Sure.
I feel like that'd sidetrack the party too much because it'd be like, oh my god, the kobolds are gonna
It's up to
unleash
you.
hell or whatever. I don't know. Like.
Could be the next thing we do though.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in that way,
We get to Gilcrest, and then we get to Lundosa, or we go to the Kobold.
yeah, but
Depends how we get to
the-
Lundosa. If we go to the teleportation circle back and run along,
For
Then no,
me-
but if we
for
do a
my
backtrack-
character, I think the more important thing is going to Krakosh Monastery in Lindosa. So, like personal character goal.
Sure.
moment.
but these other kobolds could be responsible for like putting these.
I
things.
I know. But that means we might get stuck in a cave for another 50 sessions.
That won't happen.
If we go
We've
into
learned
the
from our
Underdark.
mistakes.
Do we want to go into the Underdark? Because I feel like if we go after the
Yeah.
kobolds, we could get stuck in the Underdark for like a long, long time.
That's fine.
That's gonna be a bit
I've learned from my mistakes, guys.
The Underdark will kill you.
That is true. Do we want to die?
We don't know.
We can always go to the Underdark later.
We don't know that the Underdark will be that bad. I know
No,
it's been.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
40 mind flayers.
You can give it a shot.
I don't know if I want to go to the Underdark.
And a partridge.
Hands up for
Hey.
those against the Underdark right now in the campaign.
Hey Jack,
Yeah.
it might not be up to you.
Oh, but
We're going to caves, bitch.
we're going to kill
Yeah,
your
but I'm
king.
like,
I mean, it is honestly up to all of you guys what you do.
that's why I posed the question to everyone.
This will be a discussion for when we're done with.
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm.
Gilcrest-
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Gilcrest.
I feel like I can go get kobold information later
Sure.
Kobold Nation.
as a kobold, as the only kobold of the group.
I'm a kobold, therefore I can get information on all my kind.
The kobold voice. Yeah, well, they'd be like, "You're a kobold. I trust you." Actually, no, they probably would be the opposite. But anyways,
Oh man, I love you, Jack.
We love this guy.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are going to harass some injured people.
yes.
Sure.
Yes.
He might be.
do
Oh yeah, I
not
am.
want to harass.
All right,
No,
so
not harass.
You can
Nadia
question
and
by
Kruger
yourself.
are-
Aggressively interrogate.
You can do that by yourself.
In the fucking bed creating you sort of tower over there.
Thaumaturgy.
So okay, so show of hands, who's going to harass an NPC?
Not harass. Aggressively
Question,
interrogate.
interrogate. Sure. Interrogate. June,
I
Dilbert,
would like to.
Val, Ira. Yes, no.
What
Hell
do the
no.
black spot programs call it? Advanced interrogation?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Good cop, bad cop. I'll be the bad cop.
No, they're all bad cops in advanced
Okay.
interrogation.
And Kruger's
Hold him at gunpoint. Tell us.
Yeah,
Tell us about the bull.
Tell us about the bull.
Kruger's
I
going
want
to
to do a
something?
quick thing.
Wild
first
shaped
before I
into a
join
bull
up.
and will scare them into death.
Scare them.
Bring back
We don't want
pleasant
them dead.
memories.
Guys,
What's this?
shh. We'll
Sorry.
get to the interrogation in a moment. Kruger.
I want to find someone that has, if possible, access to like some sort of mail service, so I can get a letter out.
Sure. All right. Nadria, what are you doing?
I want to talk to my bestie in my head.
Absolutely. Okay, so 2 different forms of prayer, mail service, interrogation. Ira, what's up? What are you doing?
There's only one option for you to do, unless you have something on your own accord that you'd like to do. You
Well,
can
I'll-
come do interrogation with us.
I'm not interrogating people.
A9 will go
Meditate
with the
with
interrogation as well.
Okay,
Dilbert.
A9 with the interrogation. Ira, is there anything that you're curious about?
The what?
Nothing. I'm just being an asshole.
I'm not interrogating them about the bulls.
Dubit had 2 choices. Dubit could have been like, I'm gonna pray or I'm gonna go harass some individuals.
Yeah. Those are the only options.
Dubit chose. Dubit chose.
Alright, I think Ara's gonna go find a quiet place amongst some trees.
Sure. It's pretty sparsely vegetated now. But roll a perception check for me.
Singular tree.
Or investigation, sorry. it depends on how you're going about it. Are you asking people questions, or are you just casting your eyes around?
I'm just looking around. I'm just gonna.
Sure. Perception.
5.
It's pretty hard to see any vegetation from where you are at the moment, so it takes you a little bit of wandering around. I'd say maybe an hour of wandering before you eventually find what is kind of a shaded area beneath what looks to be a series of wood planks that are kind of roughly hewn and tied together by heavy rope. That seems to keep the snow and sleet off what is actually quite a pleasant garden. There are tall trees. It's very small, but it is pretty much a densely... it's much more dense in this section here than you've seen anywhere other than the forest you guys had just passed through in this particular landscape.
Nice.
There's a small bench underneath the kind of semicircle of trees that's looks like it's built for giants. It's pretty big, but
I'm gonna sit on the ground.
sure. You kind of push some snow out of the way.
No.
Sure, you just flop yourself right down in the snow. Yep, it sinks like into the gap between your pants and your boot, and kind of gets all slushy in there, really cold.
Nice.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna. I'll meditate, but
Sure.
separate from everyone.
Okay.
I'm
Is there
just gonna
anything in particular?
reflect on what the fuck I'm doing
Sure.
and why I'm with these really weird people and how I got roped in.
Okay.
to this.
Nice.
You come to a conclusion on it?
I would. That's my conclusion.
Yeah, sure.
Interesting.
Are you speaking to bars at all, or you're just meditating by yourself and trying to find some solace?
Yeah, well, I won't like speak to bars, but I'll. It'd be.
Do what you think Ira would.
She'd speak to bars.
Sure. What would she say?
I guess asking for help to see if bars. It's not a very forest. It's not very vegetated area, is it?
Nature isn't all
It-
forests.
Yeah, but
No,
it's-
so this part is... You gather this is probably one of the only gardens in this town. It's a relatively small town, but it's also quite a harsh environment. There is a forest nearby that you guys have just travelled through, but that is like a day or two away. Like it's a... Sorry, not a day or two. Like it's a couple of hours away, so...
Do we know what sort of god giants worship?
Yeah, so
Is
there's
it the
there's a
statue?
few. It really depends on the clan.
Yeah.
The creators of giants were Keel and Aten, who were brother and sister.
Mm-hmm.
And you gather that this is probably mostly dominated by worship for Keel, who is the goddess of storms, war, thunder. That Aten is the god of balance primarily. So they kind of counteract each other a little bit, but this seems mostly a Keel, a place that worships Keel.
I might just sort of ask for help or any information that bars would have on Gaunty. Is that what we're calling him?
Yeah.
I had to think Gandhi, but not Gandhi.
Gaunty.
Gaunty.
Yeah.
Or like
Sure.
the Wanderer.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you're saying? Hey boss, it's me.
I'm
What's up,
back.
guys?
I
Welcome back to my
just want to
YouTube
know.
channel.
Here in the wilderness.
Talking to my god.
You know, just hanging out.
Just God stuff, you know.
I think just Nothing in particular, because I don't know who it is, and I don't know very much
Sure.
about what's going on. I just wanted to know who that weird fecker was that I was rudely interrupted throwing snowballs.
Are you are you casting any spells or anything, or you're just speaking into the air as you're meditating?
Cast a cool spell. It'll be cool. I swear. I'm gonna cast.
Maybe like circle, dude. Don't worry.
I'm gonna get June to cast Thaumaturgy on my voice right now, so that'll be cool
Sure.
too.
Like
So-
3 hours meditating, it'll be just like, oh fuck.
So many people are
Pocket
going to have a
spellcaster.
cardiac arrest.
We gotta let some
Pocket
of the
spellcaster.
children do their shenanigans.
Let the children have to play just for 10 minutes and then they're
No.
back in.
I think no
Okay,
spell.
sure.
I don't really
Roll a
know.
religion check for me. Religion, yes.
No, that's not that bad.
Hmm?
10.
10. With a 10, you're speaking out, asking these questions of Bars, and as you're trying to empty your mind of thoughts other than connecting with your god, you wait for a little bit, trying to connect, and it doesn't seem like you get a specific answer, but you can feel the breeze pick up around you a little bit. And you can hear what sounds like, and a small wooden creature kind of.
I can make a friend.
You can see almost completely white fur that's flecked slightly, like salt and pepper almost. That appears to kind of crawl out from one of the snow-covered branches. It looks almost spherical. It's really round, and the hair's kind of like puffed out,
I love it.
and it kind of shakes itself slightly. It seems to be some kind of rodent, like adjacent to a squirrel, but not quite. Yeah, not quite. Some vermin.
It's a vermin.
Some
It's a
fucking
vermin.
horrible vermin. Kill it.
Not this
Hi,
one.
Vernon, there's a vermin.
It's a vermin. Kill the vermin. Kill the rat.
What have I got?
Jackal was stuck in the chair.
Can I give it some rations?
Sure. You're gonna try and head up to it?
Stop.
How do you do so? It's kind of just looking at you with like the
How far away would you say from me is it?
5 feet maybe? It's up on a branch, like kind of adjacent to you this way.
I might just sit,
Mhm.
but I'll like toss some rations at it. Gently. I'm not trying to kill it with a snowball.
Roll it. No, I'm just kidding. Roll an animal handling check for me.
Up the top.
Aww.
What? Okay.
Why does this game hate me?
I don't know. Maybe it's the way you roll.
You gotta.
I did
You
that.
gotta warm it up.
Gotta do that one. I still gotta do it. It's still landed on a
Maybe
two.
it's the dice. who
Yeah, that one
knows?
hasn't been broken in yet.
Roll in the tray. No, never mind.
Good luck, Trey.
I
Tray
got a
makes
2.
it better.
Sure. So, as you go to throw the rations out, the creature kind of just scampers back, like away and like up the tree slightly, and just kind of staring at you in fear and like shrinking away slightly.
Hisses.
Yeah. It's actually a cat. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you don't have to speak with animals.
It's kind of up next to the next branch up. It seems curious about the food that you've thrown out, and it kind of
I'll shuffle back.
sure. Are you saying anything to it to try and coax it out, or you're just sure? Let's see. It to the edge of the branch, kind of contemplates and
Throw a rock at it. No, don't. I'm sorry.
And then it kind of as it kind of heads down towards where you dropped the food. It
Thaumaturgy.
I pulled out flesh render.
You pull out flesh render and carve this fucking squirrel in two. My God has granted us dinner for tonight.
I'm sorry.
The piece of Russians are in front of you.
I am one with my god. Sorry. Rations, yep.
Just fucking incinerate this. And light it on fire.
You rolling that one. You accidentally pull out your sword and carve the squirrel in two.
So, the squirrel, it's not actually a squirrel, it's like a smaller creature. It's probably only like this big.
I'm thinking
really
of
tiny.
the things from Harry Potter, the little pygmy.
Oh yeah, kind of similar to that, yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
we're in Harry Potter.
It has these ears that kind of swivel forward and back, and it kind of is listening out into space. And then it begins to like, you couldn't see them before, but it has like these little opposable like hands, the thumbs that like kind of come out.
That's horrifying.
It's not like a human hand, it's like a raccoon hand. Raccoons are very clean, they wash their hands. It's like a little tiny raccoon hand that kind of picks it up. And it goes to kind of like and chew on it. It seems after a while to kind of spit it back out and kind of scatter it, and then it just kind of sits there and is watching you. Waiting for something else.
Greedy bastard.
Greedy bitch.
I'm gonna talk to it,
Sure.
but not like expecting an answer.
You're not casting a
Airing
spell?
out your
Or
I don't have any spells.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm
Airing
just,
out
what
concerns
do you
of the
say?
squirrel.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's what you say to it.
Yeah. I don't know. I've literally assaulted someone twice with a snowball.
Really weighing on their heart.
Therapy squirrel.
You watch as
Oh,
it kind of,
God.
it
Therapy
sits up
raccoon.
slightly and just like its little hands are folded in front of it.
I love it. It's so cute. Where did we meet? What was the place that we met? It was Runalon.
Rumalum.
I don't know how I got from Runalon to here. I don't know how I agreed to this. I miss my home.
Roll an animal handling check for me with advantage.
Oh.
Soft on the inside.
Both of them are.
They're both
That's
cocked.
cocked.
Both of them are cocked.
Try again.
Take a tray, please. Yeah.
Do it now.
She's warm as a lot.
Hey, that's better than last time.
So I got a nat 1.
No, that's the
With
that's
advantage. A 12?
Yeah.
Cool. You watch this little creature begin to kind of... Actually... You watch it kind of sit back. What's up?
I'm just testing all
Testing.
my
Oh, test
dice.
all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of sits back for a moment, studies you, and then it begins to kind of like move very slowly closer towards you.
That's positive. I do like it.
I love him. I'm a. Add it.
What'd you get?
Oh.
Oh,
no.
roll an animal handling check.
Oh. Okay.
You can roll a different one, yeah. Roll whichever speaks to you at the moment.
None of them are.
Do you want to roll?
They're all trying to kill me.
More?
Do you want mine?
Do you want to?
We'll all give you our dice.
We all have so many to choose
See,
from.
see what you do right is put it in your mouth and spit it out.
No.
And then it likes you more. You go, bleh.
What's going on? What's happening, man?
Put your dice in your mouth.
2, 5. That's
This can't be right. This
I got a 7.
Your rolling technique is
7?
one.
That's better than.
You need to put the dice in your mouth.
Yeah, you gotta season. We've said this. You have to season the dice.
They need to know you're the boss. The way
Yeah.
to do it is
Just
you
want
stick
to
it in
be
your mouth.
friends with this tiny little stupid animal.
Are you sure?
Iris starts crying. I fucking hate
Can you
this stupid
imagine
animal.
if that was in
Just wanna
character?
fucking love you, man!
Yeah,
I
this
would be a friend. I would scare it away.
Yeah.
I would roll a nat 20 and it would try and
So
kill me.
you're just trying to coax it towards you? It doesn't seem to move forward or back. It, like, deer in the headlights look like its eyes widen and it's kind of, like, caught in between, like, moving and not. It's, like, in that weird space. Of one of its feet are lifted to go and the other is, like, watching very closely.
First off, do I know what the animal is?
Roll a nature check.
Do you want?
No.
You can't not roll
Do
check.
you want dice?
Use
Just pick one and roll it.
all of your
That
powers
is
to
too
manifest.
No, it's not. It's like us.
Here.
You can do it.
Do you wanna roll with the spanky metal one?
Why do my dice hate me?
You gotta season them.
Break them in.
No, it's true. It works. There, see?
Mm.
It worked. It worked.
This is a little creature called a sperry.
Sperry.
15.
15. With a 15, this is
gone.
Run. This is a creature called a sperry.
And how would you spell that?
Sperry. Sperry. They're actually often used as
Bait.
Fuck's sake.
they're often pets. They're kind of like we'd like have a chinchilla, for example. Like
Isn't that illegal?
they're in here it is, but not in like we don't have chinchilla here.
America.
But
true,
in
true.
America they have chinchilla.
America.
They're kind of like that, except the sperry is often like they're quite elusive because they have some magical properties to them.
No.
They're little.
Con's never seen a chinchilla before.
It looks like a weird breed between a cat and a mouse.
It,
And a rat.
And a rat.
And they're big too.
so
They're like hand sized.
the sperries are often pets for mages and things like that. Druids often have them a little bit too. They're quite slow to trust, but they're very, very loyal. And they make good travel companions. They're usually prey for like larger creatures, particularly things like hawks.
Owls.
Some owls, yeah.
Wah, 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 wah.
But like I said, the sperries are, really good traveling companions.
Do they fit in coat pockets?
Yeah, they're small. It's like
Just
this
like
big.
open
Like
your
this big.
coat pocket.
Really teeny tiny. Teeny tiny.
I was trying to friend. I just want to be friends with the stupid sperry.
It's kind of like its face is like a little bit more like a hedgehog, maybe. Like it's they're like.
You regret saying the word hedgehog, yeah.
A little bit.
I almost made it worse. I'll stop.
Oh.
I know exactly where you're gonna go.
Same.
You're doing that? Do it. Summoning it. Okay.
I'm just gonna keep. I want to.
Do you have anything else to offer it in your bag? What have you got?
My life.
I will offer you all of my love and friendship.
I have the Yeti scythe claws.
Here, have this fucking awful claw.
Yeti scythe.
Oh wait, I gave him a ration. Do I know if it's a female or a male?
I think you're too far away to see.
Rude. What do I have?
It's maybe about 2 feet away from you now. It's moved up a little bit.
I've got nothing. I've got flint, steel, tinder.
I'm gonna light this bitch on fire.
Fire.
I've got a tinderbox and I've got a mess kit. I've got cutlery. I've got box clamps. I can clamp it together.
Box clamp. Oh no.
Yo.
And I've got a cooking pan. That's it. That's literally. I've got nothing.
Everything you're saying is just like, yes, this will make a fine dish for the
A fine
for the
meal.
night.
Okay. Roll one. You're offering a hand to it?
Yeah.
Roll one more animal handling check for me. With advantage. We see how it goes.
You can do it. You
I
have to
believe.
You have to put the positive vibes into the dice, otherwise it'll be negative.
You watch. I'm not even gonna be able to get it out.
Well, that's because you're putting negative vibes in right now. Positive, positive.
Gentle. Slightly. My dice are sometimes tricky to get out of their little holes. Ash always seems to struggle.
See,
See,
positive,
positive vibes.
positivity.
You
And
cracked
then
it.
just
Died. My elbow. Yes.
That was your elbow. Elbow crack.
positivity.
Positivity.
Don't put any negative thoughts in.
We have to be friends with this stupid
Oh my god, no way.
Going to bed.
It was a 1 and a 4.
What for? The.
I'm
actually
gonna
cry.
Holly's been trying so hard to get this to go well.
I know. It kind of.
The worst.
It looks at you for a moment, and as you make the scratching noise and try and get it to you lean down a little bit too quickly, and it kind of and heads back up to the branch. Still staring at you. It hasn't gone completely back from where it came, but it's just sitting there staring at you. You're welcome to finish your meditation if you'd like. Meditate on why the creature doesn't like you.
Dice Christ was not on your side today.
No.
You need to make some sacrifices to the dice devil.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill the dice devil.
No,
Just gonna kill it.
You can't kill Lockie.
Try, bitch.
That's why you have to season your dice.
Stronger have tried.
I'm just gonna sit and
Sure.
cry.
Okay.
You're making the DM feel bad.
It's not even Holly's fault.
It's completely
Holly's
me.
trying.
No, I know
it's
it's
not
not.
your fault. It's a game of chance.
I've been rolling a lot of nat 20, so I feel like maybe it's on me. Maybe I
You're
need to.
Taking them.
You're
Yeah.
taking the good luck.
You're stealing them
Yeah.
away from me.
So you sit down, continue your meditation, silently, just crying here, hoping that the little creature would like you again. We'll leave it there for now. We'll come back to
I
you
hope
in
that this has taken over 3 hours. I've just been
I'd
sitting
say
there.
an hour maybe. So you're into 2 hours.
Spent an hour bargaining with Squirrel.
It's a Sperry, Lockie! It's a Sperry!
God, sorry. You spent an
Tiny little fluffy white
That's
Sperry and it hates me!
That's
You
maybe
spent an
worse.
hour.
It's scared of you.
It hates me!
Hate is a strong word.
It's still just above you on the branch. You close your eyes,
It's
meditate
gonna
again.
fucking shit on me. It's gonna turn into a pigeon or something and be like, fuck you!
Can you imagine
Someone roll for
if
that,
it
please.
goes above and just goes...
So, as Ira is grappling with the Sperry,
Emotionally grappling with the
this is the problem is this is on the verge of an emotional support creature at this
Yeah.
point. It's nothing's going right in Ira's life. She just had a bitch to her god. There's this creature there. Didn't go well. We'll see what happens. At this point, we are going to head over to Krieger. Krieger,
what's
you
up?
are finding some mail.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll go and try and find Rog or Turek, whoever is
Sure.
closer.
Rog is probably closest. at the moment. He's still chatting to Kimberly.
By the temple?
They've moved on like a couple of blocks, but I say you can catch up.
I would like to catch up to Rogue.
Little man, what can I do for you?
Hey, bud.
Hello.
Do that again, Joe.
Rogue.
Nice. That's how he announces himself.
I know this is a bit of a long shot.
You are out of breath.
We're walking this way and then I have to run this way because it's been a long day, alright? Is there a chance that there is some sort of postal or mail service that didn't get destroyed in the fires?
We don't typically get a lot of mail here, but I think Torak usually sends stuff out. I might be able to. Are you expecting mail?
No, I wanna get a letter out. If it's possible.
He's gonna think on it.
Rogue thinking.
Rock thinking. It's a tough task.
He tries.
Well, I know somewhere that you can send a letter out, but they're not like a post place. They don't like. It's a bit dodgy.
Dodgy? How?
He's a bit weird.
Where would I find this dodgy, weird
Well,
person?
he's.
Rock kind of frowns.
I don't think I meant that he was weird in like a bad way.
Nah,
He's
nah.
like just.
Some people just have a.
Well, he just came here like recently too.
So he's like a courier kind of thing? Oh.
Like-
He's still in town? Not dead?
Yeah.
Or
Right.
injured?
Yeah, he came at a bad time.
Oh. Yeah. But he's okay? Oh. Where might I find the courier?
He looks around the space
Come with me.
and he like. Kimberly is like just standing there. I'll see you later then, I guess.
You can come. I only need Ron for a couple of minutes, and then I
Fine.
don't
Well,
want I don't want to intrude.
is it alright if I tag along then?
Yeah, I just need to get a letter. I just need to get a letter out. That's all I need to do. It's not gonna take me long, and I'm gonna follow
No
the other-
worries. Well, lead on then, Rog. She kind of waits for Rog to begin lumbering off, and he's just like really happily kind of just marching along. Kimberly kind of tucks her hands into what you can see is actually a longer coat at the moment. She still has the cloak over one side, but now she has a kind of more refined, almost looks like a leather coat of sorts that goes over the top.
Badass.
And she's kind of just following behind Rog. He takes you down a couple of different winding paths and seems to like look around cracks and things like that.
How long does this go on for?
It's probably about 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then Rog eventually like and like kind of reaches out really quickly and snags something under what looks like a destroyed market stall. And you can see he pulls his hand out and kind of flailing around, kicking and like like exclaiming in surprise. You can see a small kind of silver scaled creature. Has a really like sharp point to their muzzle. Almost like little fangs to the side. And you recognize a kobold. And here that's wearing like a thick a thick fur cloak. It's like
Kobold choreo?
it's kind of small and he's kind of like flailing around.
Norman.
What the hell? Let it down!
I love it.
I love it.
Oh,
Kobold that isn't me.
Let
Big day.
Mickey?
It's a big day.
Somewhere in between Mickey.
Sorry.
Rog is kind of,
I'm sorry I had to get you for this.
and he's like, fucking asshole, let me down! Stop!
I love him.
Hi! Rog, you can put him down now.
Okay.
And he like drops him. Fucking piece of shit! Jesus Christ!
You sound like Elmo.
Yeah.
Somewhere
yeah.
between
Exactly
Elmo
what
and
he's going.
Ever
what
be
the
this
hell do
guy?
you want?
I'm Krugar. I'm traveling, and I was told.
Well, I
you're-
don't look like I'm traveling now. I'm not fucking supposed to go.
Take 2 feet back.
Hey, yo, back up, bro. Back
Hey.
up.
I was told by my friend Rog here that you're a courier.
Rod
and
kind of lifts his hand.
That's me.
That's him.
That's me.
I already know that. Shut the fuck up.
Don't be rude. Don't be. Hey.
I love it.
Hey, I get it. You've had a bad couple of days, but what's with the attitude, man?
I mean, you.
Carmel's
Well, you ran a bit pulled
naturally
out of the
aggressive.
fucking. I was investigating.
What are you looking for?
None of your business.
Are you looking for the monsters as well? Or are you looking for the means of why the monsters set the place on fire?
Whoa, I don't know what kind of monsters are going on in your head, but I wasn't looking for any monsters here.
Insight check.
Sure.
Oh.
Hey, cool people.
23.
You don't get any sense that
All the good
he was looking for monsters or being like
But he's not like
remotely
withholding anything? He's not.
No.
Okay.
He seems angry at the fact that he was pulled unceremoniously from whatever he was doing. He seems a little bit like unhinged, maybe.
Hey, look at me. Alright.
Oh,
I'm small as well. Trust me, I get the yank up kind of treatment all the time. Alright? Literally, two of my best friends, they're like 6 feet, and they're always making fun of me and like trying to like lean on me, and they just kind of pretend to fall over and all that kind of crap. I'm used to it. It's not that
that's
bad.
kind of sad.
No, it's banter. It's banter. It's all part of the humor. It's all part of the fun.
I just rolled a 19.
Don't waste it. So, just be chill.
I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to. I was just trying to.
Rod.
He kind of dusts himself off again,
Oh, shit.
and he pats Rog's shin. What's fine? I was just doing stuff, you know? Sorry, I didn't want to get so mad.
It's all good. It's chill. Like I said, I'm Krugar, and you're.
None of the business! God, always up in my business today!
I was just being formal. It's what I was taught. You know, you say hello, and then you normally say it back. Is that no? Okay.
roll a persuasion check for me.
This guy's freaking me the fuck out.
What is happening?
Natural 20, 25.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get his name.
Give me the name.
Sure.
Name generator. Name generator.
It's my notes.
Holy doesn't name generator things. She's got it all.
Yeah.
Probably name generated before the session.
Yeah.
Do these look like name generations to you? I have to find it in my notes. I always forget to write them down. My apologies, guys.
Casper.
Crimbus.
That's you. And you're
Crimbus
like,
of Bibbleton.
Greg is the name of the night. The party in that one place, guys.
Fuck.
That's lucky.
What?
Oh, Greg.
Don't worry. That's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ray Walker Peter.
Well, I guess if you're asking, my name's Taffy.
Taffy?
Taffy.
Like T-A-F-F.
Why? Yeah.
Why? Cool.
I think it should be T-A-F-F-I.
Taffy.
However you want to
speak.
Taffy
I put the Y in it.
Taffy
Sure.
of.
Taffy.
Nothing
Taffy.
more.
Of your
It's
mom.
a pleasure to meet you, Taffy.
Well, nice to meet you too. Now that I'm not being manhandled.
No handling of any kind. Just
No man shall be
Just
handled.
this conversation and hopefully a little bit of just exchange.
What's in it for me?
Well, on your courier?
Well, at the moment,
So this isn't a full-time gig for you. This is more like a...
No, I have aspirations and dreams.
So do I. Well, what's your like overall dream and goal in life?
I want to open up a huge store.
Mhm.
I'm going to try the best wares.
Like magic wares, potions, clothes.
Part to part.
Just want to sell stuff.
I'm very good at making things.
What kind of things do you make? Do you make like little toys or furniture?
Whatever I want me to make, I make it.
You can just make things.
Yeah.
Based.
Talented, honestly.
Thank you. I said I can make it.
I mean, I make swords sometimes. That's about as extensive.
That's
as
cool. I've never done that. I make little gadgets and gizmos.
Aplenty.
Planty.
I've got who's and what's galore.
Little mermaid?
Can you make the stupid thing be friends with me?
What?
It's alright, I'm
Did
not
you hear
gonna-
something?
You're what? No. Well.
Sometimes I'll have voices. I'm on the joking.
Okay. Insight check.
Sometimes I have what?
I hear voices.
Oh.
11.
He seems crazy.
Shit.
Maybe he sees voices, but with an 11, you don't know if it's in a sinister way or not.
Okay, that's
Who
fine.
knows?
That's fine. That's fine. Are you permanently gonna set up shop here, or
Oh, hell no.
because yeah?
Absolutely not. This place is a shithole.
Would you, by chance, be going to Tuttle's at any time soon at all?
I can.
You can.
Yeah. Do you want me to taste something now?
Yeah.
What is it?
And I'll procure a little letter that I wrote to my mother the night before.
What?
Can you just get that to Marguerite, please? Marguerite Zuckerdock in Tuttle's, if you see her, please.
Yep. Will I know her if I see her? What am I looking for?
A really high-end, short woman.
Oh.
Honestly, just take it
That's
to...
very descriptive.
If you take it to someone of the Grimoiresian Legion, they'll be able to get it to her.
Alright.
I would appreciate it. And
Alright, well.
I'll that just sounds like a beep beep beep. And I will give him 5 gold for his travels. And that's for you.
Woo! This is gonna have a long run in my store.
And he kind of tucked it away.
Thank you.
Well, I hope it does, and maybe you can open up a stall or a shop somewhere.
Well, I'm thinking of Sprocker at the moment.
Well, that's where all like the innovation and all the gadgets and gizmos are happening, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
I come from a place kind of around there.
Tell you what, though, if you do find yourself in Tuttle's, there's not it's a big like agricultural powerhouse of the empire, right? Not a whole lot of gadgets and gizmos. You would be a sort of unique stall. You would be like, I don't know, you'd be sought after more, I think, just because we don't have anything like that there.
He kind of moves a bit close to you.
Tell me more. What do I need to know?
So it's kind of a multi-tiered city. You got like your spokes. They're like the upper end. They're more in the pockets of the Legion, and then you got like, you know, the working class. You know, all the big farms. And I go on and on and on about titles. And I'm like, if you want to like, you know, really make a name for yourself, you want to stand out, right? Because if you just go to where it's all happening all at once, you can fade into the background with the mega powers that are already doing what you're doing. If you want to be unique.
You're right. I like that. What about, do you know anywhere else? I was thinking my other option. I was thinking Runlorn, but maybe they have too many.
There's a lot of shit going on there. There's a lot of shit. We know a guy named Wolfric, mad scientist, man. He is just, like, he blows stuff up for fun.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
There's a lot of trade happening there. Canaan as well, that's like a bit further up. Similar.
Canaan, what's the difference between Canaan and Tuttle's? Which would be better for me?
I would know. What would I know? Just like basics from what you said, like just the intro, stuff like that.
Probably, yeah.
I would list stuff like that.
Hmm.
If that's more your style.
There's also very agricultural, and I kind of am a little bit more technical at things.
I mean, you'd have a lot more resources and supplies than Tuttle's. It's a much bigger city.
You know, I like you. I think about it. Tuttles.
And he kind of pulls out a small little pocketbook. It's maybe only about that big. And he kind of really quickly scrolls something down.
Can I quickly see what he's writing down?
Roll a perception check.
11.
Sure. You can very briefly catch your name
Huh?
and then Tuttle's. A lot of the other stuff that you would see is in a different language.
Tuttles. That's gonna be my next place to think about roads and set up shop.
If you're looking for metal and other sort of general utensils like that, go to Gregate's metal. Go to Gregate's smithy. They'll hook you up.
Alright, the telling crew I sent me.
Say Elijah sent you.
Elijah. Okay.
He'll know what it means.
Alright.
And he writes down Elijah and then the Grigate name. That's what you see.
Well, pleasure doing business with you.
And he kind of tucks it away and then dusts his coat off again.
Nice doing business with you two.
Well, I will set off right away.
Oh wait, have you heard the rumors about other kobolds going around?
You watch as his eyes narrow.
What kind of stuff are you heard?
I heard like the other day that apparently there's some, I don't know, some evil people some evil people, kobolds included, that are trying to make their way down to like the Underdark.
His eyes widen. Roll a persuasion check.
24.
Oh shit.
He looks at Kimberly and Rog.
I don't know anything about that.
Insight.
Yeah, roll an insight.
Now you can tell Rog to capture this guy.
2 natural ones. I reroll both. Oh, that's so much better. That
This bitch.
22.
This bitch.
You can tell he's lying. He's
Yeah.
like stuttering. He's like looking uncomfortable at the fact that like Rog and Kimberly are there as well, and like that this stranger's like telling him all this like about these evil people in like looking for the
It's just the
underdog.
late. You know, it's just like the latest gossip, and I'll be like, "Hey, Rog, thanks again, bud. I'm gonna maybe talk more with my new friend over here."
Okay, I'll leave you to it. Do you want me to stand over here?
Yeah, you can go about your day and do whatever makes you happy, Rog. The day is yours. All right.
That's very nice of you, thank you.
He
You go and live
reaches,
your dreams, man.
he reaches into his pocket, and he pulls out what looks like a really like actually a really nicely carved bit of bone. It has like a sharp
craftsmanship in him.
It has like a sharp point at either end. Looks like something that's double-sided, like a blade,
Nice.
basically. And it's probably only that big. And he passes it off to you.
Listen up, this.
Is it like a double-ended like dagger or something like that?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, like a. How's the
I made
craftsman?
it myself.
It's a little bit heavy on one end, but it's pretty nicely balanced, you know.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You made this
That's what
yourself?
I do. Yeah, I do in my spare time. It requires patience. I'm very good at it.
You sure?
Yeah. Friends should have things. Gifts.
I go up for a fist bump. It's
He
like,
kind of... It's a heavy impact, and you feel your arm kind of cave a little bit, you bend.
That's fine. Yeah, we're friends now, bud. You and me.
Absolutely.
Rog and Kruger.
No. If you want to investigate, like I heard you talking to Turek the other day. If you want help to figure out more about the other side, you can send me.
You know what? Before we leave, I might just do that.
Yeah, I know more about the other side of things than Turek is, maybe.
Maybe I'll come see you later. come see it, like, I think we'll leave probably sometime tomorrow, in the morning or in the afternoon, I don't know. But I'll come see you tonight.
Rogue will be here.
Okay. Thanks, Rog.
Thank you.
He like kind of waves a hand, and then Kimberly and he head off. But Kimberly kind of gives you a sharp look, studying you.
Insight check.
Sure.
Just because I like rolling insight. Oh my. I think I've taken all of Ashley's good luck. That's another 23.
Damn.
I roll with advantage. I'm rolling 19s and 18s.
Kimberly is actually incredibly hard to read in general. She keeps things close to her chest, and you get the sense that the sharp look wasn't studying you necessarily, but more...
Happy.
It was more of a warning to you to learn more. She was more saying, like, there's a potential here to learn something.
Okay.
And then she kind of heads off with Rog.
Okay. And I'll go on a little stroll, like, you know, like light walk and talk. Like,
As you go to walk with Taffy, he walks with you for a little bit, and eventually you get to the gap in between two houses, and you feel this hand with talons kind of curl immediately around your wrist and then pull you into the alleyway.
Listen here! What the hell do you know?
what do you mean?
Going from Rog to this is crazy, guys.
Do it right now.
What do you mean?
You haven't listened to this?
Nice. Very good, very good.
Whoa. Hey, Taffy. Hey. What the hell, man?
Listen here! Don't try and mess with me, man.
I'm not messing with you.
You said you know about the underdog.
I know rumors.
Rumors? What kind of rumors have you heard?
That maybe some kobolds that are traveling to the Underdark with other nasty compatriots may have been involved in the attack here.
Well,
Could you maybe elaborate on that? Because you seem to act like you know something.
well, from where I was from, there was a pretty nasty situation.
And he kind of leans in closer towards you.
From what I heard, some things were messing around with things I shouldn't. Alright? These things are making all of these gifts, sacrifices, those sorts of things, to what they thought was benevolent. But really, something from below.
Like Malay or below? Or
No.
Or Underdark below?
Chrysanthus below.
What's Chrysanthus again?
Underdark.
Oh, it is Underdark. Alright. Oh.
What they were leaving out, those gifts, those little bits and pieces. They were really, from beneath, came up to grab them. And then, all of this creepy shit going on. And honestly, some people in my circle, they've been saying that, they're actually trying to bring from what's below up to us.
Anything in particular from below they're trying to bring up? Other than
He
just...
seems a little bit uncomfortable.
Well, from what I've heard, some things from above have been doing below. Some of the folks around this area, giants, they've been inhabiting Chrysanthus for a little bit. I think, if you ask me, I think they're trying to release some of the titans from below.
Some of the titans from below?
That's scary.
Like, can I roll some kind of like insight or history check to kind of know what it means by titans?
Roll a history check, yeah.
Okay. And, oh, I thought that was an 8. No, it's a natural 20.
Oh, haha.
Or a 23. No, dead
23.
set. Sometimes the dice is hard to read, man.
Don't look at me while you say that.
With a 23,
You die.
I'm sorry.
You have a brain aneurysm from being too smart and you die.
Kruger is not smart.
you think for a second, and Titans have long been the names for some of the great creatures that roamed Cathora in the age before humanoids.
Mm-hmm.
So typically they're things like dragons, elementals, sometimes giants, depending. Titans from below, you think might refer to some of the larger creatures that generally inhabit pockets of the Underdark. So there will be a kind of dominion for a Titan. The Underdark itself is a series of interconnected caverns and like smaller cityscapes that are built beneath the land that Wyladium and other continents are on. So they stretch across continents beneath the waves even.
Jeez.
And some of the larger areas with cities and things like that are ruled over by Titans, so they're generally larger creatures like these dragons, giants, elementals that have power in that specific area. And you know, the people will kind of do things for them. They're worshipped, essentially.
Jeez. Okay. That's if you're talking about a Titan from there coming up here, that's gonna. Hey, Daffy, we're already in a war, all right, and that's just gonna cause more chaos. There's dragons being murdered over in the kingdom of Acheron. There's chaos over here already enough. I mean, you can see the town. It's completely destroyed.
Well, I don't know too much about this situation. I was kind of, well, the next den over from mine, they recently had a situation where there was, creatures that got a little bit out of hand. There were some sacrifices and pilgrimages going on, and they were snatched right from their dens.
I'll pull up my map. Whereabouts?
He kind of points over towards the Lindosa area.
That's my dad. That's my dad.
It's okay, Jack. We're here for you.
Kruger would just be like,
Jumba is one of the pilgrimages, by the way.
We're here for you.
He knows about the weirdness.
and you're certain of this?
Well, you'll never be 100% certain about this sort of stuff, but I'm saying as I heard it, and I have good ears. Keep myself low to the ground.
That's something that...
I've been traveling the underground trails, if you know what I mean.
You're taking the Underdark yourself to get across?
Absolutely not. Do I want to die? I'm not doing that shit.
Okay, but so some things are going down there, and they're trying to get much worse things up here.
I think so, yeah. I mean, if you head in that direction, I guess it's been turned the fuck back.
I'll roll on my map, and I'll be like, well... I think some serious discussions are gonna need to be had.
He kind of reaches out and grabs your wrist before you turn to go.
Listen, I don't know what the hell you guys are fucking around with, alright?
Oh man, you've got no idea.
I don't want to know. All I'm saying is, from what I heard, those huge, great crystalline beasts coming up, taking those kobolds off of their place, put them back down to the Underdark. Now they're like little workers and shit. And now it's fucked up.
Probably a while, Kruger just goes like, well, fuck.
That's what I'm telling you. Look, I value my life. I don't know, some of them might not know, but it's not looking good in Churchill.
Well, I hope your sources are reliable and trustworthy because
My sources are absolutely reliable and trustworthy.
all I'm saying is if me and my friends are going to go to the Underdark and
You're
die
going to
for
the end of the... I just told you all these reasons not to go!
You don't know what I know, and one of my friends...
He's become British, watch out!
No, man! Listen, all I'm saying is that there's so many different reasons. So many different fucked up things happening over that section.
Well, we're not just average people, we're the named. Spread the word, elite adventuring group...
Whoa, hang the fuck on. Your voice changed.
I had a bug in my throat.
That turned you to a different accent.
I was in a theater group as a kid, alright? Like, you know,
Roll a
all
deception
about...
check.
The accent change was good.
7.
Okay, I thought you
Seven.
rolled a good roll.
No.
So they're gonna
Balance.
set.
7.
Look. I haven't heard of any theater groups,
There are plenty in Tuttles.
but I can tell that you are not from one.
You were just gonna say I was a shit actor. That would have been fine, goddamn.
Why would I say that? That's so mean.
I've got my secrets, you keep yours, okay?
Alright, listen, it's your death wish. If you want to go down to the Chrysopolis, look, that's on you. Look, I might have some more information for you. Something that will help you if you meant to go down.
And?
Well, I have to go and get it first.
Wait, where's this information?
That's what... Do you need to know? Get off my back!
I'm not on your back! I'm in front of you!
Not everything is literal. All I'm saying is I have a little stash, and where I see my stuff, I'm gonna go there, hang out, let me come back.
Do you want me to wait here? I'm gonna come with you.
Fine, come with me.
Okay.
God, fine, name.
Well, this is certainly a day and a half.
Well, look, I have a map that I think might help you. I'll save you some of the incident zones.
I really appreciate this. You're being very nice.
Well, I'm a nice person, and I'm hoping that when I set myself up, maybe in Tuttles, you can head back there be my first customer.
I'll be one of your regulars.
Yeah, I'll appreciate it.
He heads off in a direction.
Follow.
You follow along. It takes you a little bit of time, probably about 10 minutes, but you get to a place that's a little outside the rest, and you can see there's a whole collection of different boxes and crates, and there's like a little like a vinyl cover almost over the top. And he kind of scurries in between the gap in between two boxes. He comes back out, and you can see he's got a backpack over his back. Looks very well worn and beaten down by the elements, and he slips something into his pocket. He carries in his other hand what appears to be a fine parchment scroll that's been similarly beaten by the elements. But he has several in a little rolled up heap that he uncovers, and he flicks through them all. You can see maps to different places, and he quickly finds one that looks very simple and is much smaller than the others, and appears to have different sections or pockets, and some of them have like an X marked on them and little notes scratched into them. Just above that say things like 2 taken. You can see one that says blast. There are maybe 5 incidents in total. So 2 taken, blast. You can hear one that says disappearance. I have to get on my notes for this one. I wasn't expecting it.
Neither was I.
See, one says debris, and another says dead end.
Listen here. This, I dread myself. I don't know how accurate it is, but this is kind of the lay of the land, alright?
You drew all this and you've never been down there yourself?
No, this is not to the end of that, stupid. This is just the above stuff. This is where the next den was, alright? This is what happened.
Gurgash just like...
This is all the stuff that I heard.
Is it a map?
I'm comparing their map to our map. Be like, whoa.
No, but is it in the map? Is the food hall there?
You don't see it marked, but you can see a central area. That's got all these different branching paths off it.
Disappearance. Where's the disappearance load?
Alright. I'm gonna be off. Don't want to lose any more daylight.
Does he hand me the map or is it?
Yeah, he hands you the map.
Get safe travels to Tuttle's, and yeah, if you see,
Gilbert's having a breakdown tonight.
yeah, if you see my mom, she looks like me, just a bit older and, grayer.
Should I tell her, that Elijah sent me to?
Yes.
Alright.
He kind of heaves out a breath.
Well, good luck. Don't get yourself, sacrificed to any weird shit.
Not gonna happen.
I think it honestly is probably quite possible.
Nah, not us.
Right, well, good luck for your death mission.
Good luck on establishing your unique gadget and trinket shop.
Thank you. I'm gonna call it Tough as Laughers.
That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I like that. I
feel
like that a
you're
lot.
drawing people from all different places, different types of people.
Something with a catching ring like that, you're gonna draw in
I was
everybody.
thinking Tough as Laughers or Laugh as Toughers. The hand to slide. What do you think's better?
First one.
First one?
Yeah.
Tough as Laughers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's got a nice ring to it.
Alright, well, first customer, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
And a pleasure doing business with you, and I hope to do business again soon.
He
Not too
gives
soon,
you a little
but soon.
salute.
Well, it's been seeing you around, Elijah.
Don't go preaching that name out too loud, please.
Whatever you say, Elijah.
Fuck.
I think that is a pretty good place for us to take our break.
I want everyone to know that I have literally done nothing and Molly has been giving me cuddles. So it's not me, it's the dice.
Fucking die.
The dice
Fucking
haze.
dice.
Alright,
Fucking die.
that was the end of our first little part here for this session. If you'd like to catch up on what you might have missed, please do check out the link down below to our YouTube channel where you can watch the rest of the Cathora campaign to see how we got to this point so far and to see where we will be going in the future. We also have one-shots over there. We have Lockie's campaign, Blissful Oblivion, set in the world of Planthera, homebrew world of his own creation, and we have 2 of Xander's arcs of their campaign in the world of Arban, which is another homebrew world of their creation. We immensely appreciate the support. It's always a pleasure and never a chore to DM for you all. For everybody on Twitch, we will see you guys in just a little bit. But for everyone on YouTube, we'll see you in the next part. Goodbye for now.
Bye.